don't really have probably your typical pitch. I'm an entrepreneur. I just sold my last startup about a year ago. So basically I've been for the last, a little lower, okay. So for the last year I've been trying to kind of like figure out what my next move is. I'm working with a company with Docker containers right now. We've got a SaaS cloud platform, so that's my primary project that I'm working with right now. So that one, you know, we could probably use extra investment there, but that's just one of the projects I'm working on. I've also been kind of exploring stuff in the cannabis industry a little bit, because that market's about to blow up pretty soon, especially with legalization starting to happen across the country. So I've been exploring a couple different things in that market and seeing what's happening there. I've also been kind of tracking what's been happening a lot, like online with online censorship. Like everyone from Twitter, Reddit, all the major tech news websites have all changed their privacy policies over the last like year, and they're pretty much down to, I mean, they're being censored. They're pretty much just publishing propaganda. I've never seen anything quite like it. I feel like we're kind of living in some weird dystopian science fiction novel right now, because the truth and what's actually happening in the actual news doesn't seem to be reported anymore. And when it does, it seems to be suppressed and hidden and censored and removed. So I kind of grew up as a blogger a little bit, and I ran a blog when I was in high school, so I'm not exactly cool with all this censorship going down. And like something I was just reading yesterday that like I think 10 publishers own 50% of all internet news traffic. Like that's crazy. Like, I mean, the same thing that basically happened to television is now happening on the internet. And you know, you've got just a limited number of publishers now controlling the narrative for what's happening online. And then you've got also too the fact that most people get their news from Facebook, of all places, and that's even more censored. I mean, yeah, I spend way too much time explaining to people like the reason nobody's liking what you're posting on Facebook is because they're using an algorithm, and it's really showing up to like maybe 7 of your friends, not all 500 or whatever you have. So, you know, at this point, like all my SEO, so like my last company, I use an SEO, SEM strategy. Right now, I'm just on salary with them, and hopefully we'll be getting my equity deal soon. So
what do you want from us? What's the plan?
So honestly, I mean, I loved your blog post. I saw it and I was like, all right, I got to meet this guy, because you know what? Like I've talked to a lot of investors. I tried to get investment for my last company, and like just so many people didn't get it. Like, you know, it was just so frustrating. A lot of the guys I did meet, like I didn't want to be beholden to them. You know, it was, I'm originally from the Bay Area, but I moved back to San Francisco to try and raise money for my last startup. And like, I got here and I'm just like, this is awful. Like, I don't even recognize the city I grew up in anymore. Like, I mean, you know, everyone's a transplant now. No one's from here. Like, all my local friends, a lot of them are gone and left. Like, I'm just like, and then I'm just like, I'm pandering to investors, and like, and I'm just like, this just doesn't even feel right. So I really, really, really respected your blog posts. I thought that was, you know, it was awesome to finally see someone calling everyone else out, because you know, ultimately investing is about people, not so much, you know, about ideas. So I just wanted to make the connection with you. That's why I'm sitting here right now. You know, I'm working on, you know, a lot of different ideas. I'm exploring all these different industries. I'm kind of just trying to kind of figure out, you know, where to focus my time.
On your own, and then we can help you with the money. I think
that's a possibility as well.
Start something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you can do it still having your day job. I mean, be in the office somewhere, do work for them, and then I don't know.
I won't go to an office. I'm gonna be honest with you. I work from home. I like it that way. I set my own hours. If I get an idea at 2 in the morning, I can go work on it.
I think the Docker space is getting quite hot. You know,
Docker's really cool.
Yeah. I think this entire idea about containers versus virtual machines and versus servers, which before, it's getting way more it's getting popular and popular, which is good. So I think if you go in that direction, you will definitely.
And the startup I'm working with right now, like, you know, we've got a whole SaaS platform. So it's an end-to-end solution so that you can do everything from trials, customer relation management, marketing automation, payment processing. So like we're working on some stuff like trying to be able to get like split pay going so developers can get paid in real time. So really my intention for this project is kind of to democratize the hosting industry. I mean, I just got called by GoDaddy the other day. You know, they hit me up for like $240 to host 5 WordPress websites. Like that's what it costs now just to run a basic WordPress website for a year.
Let's say you start your own startup, you're starting a business, something small. What would be the first step to get money? How would you go? I mean, that's the question probably some of our viewers are interested in.
Yeah,
what's
so
the right way? How do you think as a potential entrepreneur?
I bootstrap. I mean, that's what I did with my last company. You know, my old roommate and I started my last company, and we had, I think, 90 days of runway to pay our bills. We locked ourselves in our living room, and we didn't go outside for like a month, and we just created something, and you know, we released it for free. We created value for people, and you know, 30 days after that, we released our pro version, and next thing you know, we're making 10K a month.
You don't need investors in that case, basically.
I mean, I didn't need an investor then, so I mean, there's, you know, you can do that. That's an option. You know, the Silicon Valley way, obviously these days seems to be, you know, someone hand me a check and then I'll go do this. You know, but I think you know, we kind of have to go back to I'm going to figure out how to create value for people and make money first. And then if you've got traction and you prove that you can do this, then that makes sense to bring investors in and kind of take it to the next level. Because I mean, everybody has ideas. And ultimately it's about execution. If you can't execute on those ideas, then the idea is useless. Even like everybody in this room has had a several multi-million-dollar or billion-dollar idea. Everyone. So, but very few people can execute on it. So ultimately, it's about building a team. It's about creating value for people, and it's you know, and then the money will come. Whether it's, you know, through bootstrapping, or you know, maybe some investors show up, or you get investors interested at that point. Eventually, the money will come. So I think ultimately people need to focus on solving problems for solving problems and creating value, and let the money come naturally, and not have that be the primary focus. Because if you're just doing something for money, like, you're gonna burn out, and you're not gonna be happy ultimately, if your only motivation is to make money. You need to be solving a problem for people. You need to be creating value. You need to do something ultimately that's going to make you happy. You know, it's just crazy to see the culture shift, because like after the .com bust, like San Francisco was an empty city. Like, it was abandoned. Like, it was just like one day, like it was this bustling city, and like, you know, everyone's investing in all these .coms. The next day, everyone's just gone. So like, everyone was gone for like 5 years. Like, the city was just kind of empty. And then, you know, then you had the 08 market crash, and then it didn't really affect tech too much, but then you had all the IPOs in the last like 6 or 7 years, and then you had all these new millionaires and all this new investment money. So it was just like, and then everything just accelerated like dramatically. So it's been fascinating to watch.